Hello everyone, I am Preston based out of Pennsylvania, and today we're going to do a radio review. Yep, you heard me correctly. By the way, I do want to wish you all Happy New Year. This will be cross-shared on our Radio Connection Live YouTube channel. Find it by searching Radio Connection Live Podcast. You can also find it on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Radio Connection Live. And if somebody does have access to our Twitter feed at RCL the podcast, you got my permission to post it there as well. And it's also going to be shared on my personal social media as well as on the tech site that I run as a hobby that I contribute called zapstech.net. Log on and check us out there for all your tech needs and more. But folks, yours truly got 2 new radios for Christmas, and I am super stoked. My buddy Jason, who may be watching this, shout out to you for recommending them to me. Well, at least one of them to me. They're owned by Sanjean. They are great with what they do. And just to let people know, I am visually impaired. So if I position the camera on the radio wrong, please advise. But basically, we are going to show you what I got, and we'll do a quick market scan. And of course, on this week's upcoming Radio Connection Live podcast, we'll do more review as well. But this is the Sanjean HDR 14 pocket radio. And it runs pretty good. It takes AA batteries too. And it works fine. Now, my other Sanjean product that I have in front of me, kind of on the headboard here, but it's fine. This is the Sanjean HDR portable HD radio. You can set to, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 presets. I'm sure you will get the ability to add more. But it's pretty fascinating. So all in all, very great products. They all take AA batteries. 3 AA's for the HD radio, 2 for the pocket radio. They actually gave me 2 cords for the pocket radio you can use as headphones. So this little cord I got plugged into now, this would be the little mini, I guess you can call it a mini antenna with a headphone jack. And the portable HD radio that I have, you can use it with speaker obviously, and with headphones. And the earbuds for the pocket radio, they are on my dresser. I'm sorry, my nightstand. But you can use those headphones for the pocket radio. So all in all, best good products. I actually found these radios thanks to a YouTube review from Andy. I think he's out of New York, but he actually did a review on the radio, at least the HD radio, not the pocket radio. But I sent the link to my family who were going to get it for me, and the rest is history. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have my shortwave radio, which is behind this other radio. I know a lot of stuff to keep up with, right? So, this is my Elite Eton shortwave. I should probably move this other radio out of the way. I have this now for a year now. I got it as a Christmas gift last year, and it is pretty great. I'm keeping that because I enjoy surfing the bands at night, and I don't want to, I do want something to kick back and relax to, and all that. So, all right, well, those are the quick introduction about the radios, and like I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I aim the camera wrong because I'm visually impaired, and the bulk of my team who do our podcast were visually impaired, so people will get used to that in time. But now, how about we go ahead and do a quick market scan of each radio? Now, I'm not going to show you all content on each station except the top ones because I don't want to break copyright uh, ID rules, if you will. But we're going to start out with the Stangean Pocket Radio. This is this is great. Let me let me Now, by the way, folks, we are getting a good we are actually getting a good atmospheric conditions tonight because it has been warm over the past few days. 50s. Last week we got a cold snap. And I don't like those. So, anyway, folks, we will be going to do a market scan. And yes, we will take a look at the AM band as well. So you all will enjoy that. But first, here is here's the pocket radio with the little mini earphone jack antenna, as I like to call it, attached. So you can, if you turn this button, you can switch between the speaker and headphones in mono and stereo. They do have a lock feature on the bottom. And of course, the first button is where you set your presets and menu and preset rather. And this is the AM FM button over here, and the on off buttons by the volume, and uh, the button that switches your presets is back. I'm still getting used to that button, but it's all good. Anyway, folks, like I said, this may be running long. I apologize, but I just want to show you all the sound quality of each radio. You all be in for a treat. And I will identify stations as we go along here. Oh, sorry. Alright. This is WYPR, Baltimore, Maryland, Public Radio. They're running relaxing music right now. It's cool.
You really want to have an awkward but powerful start to this year? Just ask someone. Am I holding on to something? Because the people that love you most, they know the answer to this question. And if you're married,
This is Word FM, based out of Chambersburg, PA, I believe. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I am getting an inversion right now, or aka the technical term is the E-skip. So if I move these antennas around, we will see what we can find here. But I believe this 88.3 WGTS's simulcaster in Ocean City wants to pop in here.
because it suited you and because it benefited you while you were still a sinner. Christ died for your sin. He gave his life for you, and then he's invited you to follow him. If you're not,
These next two at 88.5, I do get WAMU from Washington, D.C., and XPN from Philly wants to come in. They're a bit faint right now. But if I do move the radio, you will hear XPN. And they're running the big broadcast, old time radio, which I like to get into from time to time. Oh wait, this is the world of the. This is the world of the war, the war of the worlds. Yeah, we we feature this on a Radio Connection best of.
I always have to remind myself that Orson Welles was all of 23 years old when he made that broadcast, Hell on Ice, in the fall of 1938, on his series, The Mercury Theater on the Air. It brings us to the end of the big broadcast tonight. For co-producer Jill Arold Bailey and audio engineers Kenny Pirog and Mike Kidd, this is Murray Horwitz. Thanks for listening. Have a great week, a happy and healthy new year, and please join us here next Sunday. Good night, everybody. I love to spend each Sunday with you.
That was great. Now this is WXPN simulcast in York, Lancaster. We should be getting an ID right now, so I'm going to show you that.
I want to be sedated. The Ramones. Once again, I want to thank my guest today, Mark Reeder. We revisited that piece as a part of our end of the year favorite sessions encores. Also, thank you to all of the artists who've been part of our Sense of Place series over this past year. You can hear every single Sense of Place Berlin piece and every other Sense of Place story at worldcafe.org. You can also subscribe to our podcast there or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again to World Cafe senior producer Kimberly Junod for her work on that session, and World Cafe producer Miguel Perez for his work on it too. And thanks to everyone who makes this show happen. Chris Williams is our technical director. Our talent coordinator and programming assistant is Ellen Oplinger. Our line producer is Will Loftus. Bruce Warren is our executive producer. Kaleo is our contributing host. We produce this show at WXPN at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. My name is Raina Duras. Thanks for listening to World Cafe from NPR.
World Cafe is supported by The Little Market, a nonprofit dedicated to the economic empowerment of women and underserved communities, offering artisan-made goods, home decor, and gifts with a commitment to fair trade. TheLittleMarket.com. This is 88.5 WXPN HD1 Philadelphia, 88.7 WXPH HD1 Middletown, 91.9 WXPJ HD1 Hackettstown, 90.5 WKHS Wharton, and streaming at xpn.org. Member-supported radio from the University of Pennsylvania.
Now you did hear they say HD. Well, this is my AM/FM pocket radio. We will get to HD coming up next, folks. So please stick around.
Durango.
Oh, they call me the gringo because I was born in the United States and
This
I know
is
half English and half
public radio as well. WEAA in Baltimore, Maryland, owned by Morgan State University. I think I had a friend who went to school at Morgan State University. This is great. So they run eclectic stuff.
41, Japanese forces attack Pearl Harbor. And the United States enters the war.
Okay, this is 89.1 featuring Hope FM, a Christian network based in the Northeast. I will get the classical simulcast of WETA on this frequency. If I have the antenna set right. They're still running Christmas music out of all things. Oh yes, definitely Inversion Night. This is WPFW from Washington, D.C., owned by Pacifica. They do run an eclectic mix on here. Which I thought they do anyway. Now, both of these radios do have a little screen on here. Now, normally I will get WITF a bit out of Harrisburg, but we are getting the classical station, WSDL. From Salisbury, Maryland. Yes, this is inversion, folks.
I'm gonna take you to Havana, and
Alright, I'm going to turn this down a bit. This is WTMD from Towson University in Maryland, featuring great music and a lot of them you haven't even heard of before, so check them out. I do tune them in from time to time. I don't think we're going to get an ID. This is WOEL in Elkton, Maryland, featuring religious programming. Now, when it does get hot, I will get WVIA from Williamsport. Alright, this is WRTI right now as I face the antenna on my bed, featuring jazz and classical during the day.
French, political economy. It was a great, like Anthony Fauci, a great Jesuit liberal arts education. Again, in the death of learning, I'm not sure it's still that available, at least not where it used to be.
I didn't mean to bore you with that, but that was WCSP from Washington, D.C. Every time we get an inversion, they want to fight with each other. This is WJTL from Lancaster, one of our religious stations here, and they do good work. As you heard, that was WKHS, an XPN simulcaster. It's actually owned by a high school in Maryland, on the eastern shore of Maryland, to be more specific. All right. So for 90.7, we do have a we do have a Word FM here, but I do get I do get the public radio station from Ocean City, Maryland, that wants to pipe in here. As a matter of fact, that's what it is.
Year's Eve at the age of 95, almost a decade after he stood down because of ill health. The late Pope Emeritus will be displayed in an open casket. BBC World News.
Thank you. You're listening to the newsroom from the BBC World Service with Oliver Conway. 2 decades after he first took office, Luis Inácio Lula da Silva is back for and relaxing music. President.
This is WHOY from Philly, and WETA wants to fight in here. So let's see.
WETA Classical. Turn the left-wing pop.
Julie Huang Tucker here with you tonight, the 1st of January, Sunday evening, and it won't be such for much longer. It will be midnight in 54 minutes precisely, and we're going to get there by way of Joseph Haydn's Symphony No. 98 in B-flat major. Let's hear Adam Fischer leading the Austro-Hungarian Haydn Orchestra.
Will not be easy.
Alright. Normally I do get WHFC, a very eclectic station from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm not sure what this is on 90.1. Actually, I know this. I think this is one of the Delaware public stations. Alright, that was WBJC Classical in Baltimore. Alright, we do have a Word FM here, 2 hours away, but I can get here. 91.9.
Never take that for granted again. Right now, coming in at number 8 for the year, it's We Are Messengers, and come what may.
WGTS out of DC does come here. This is 92Q from Baltimore. Like I said, we're getting regular broadcasts right now. But when I show you my Sanjin HD radio coming up, we will we will uh, we will get to that as well. 92.5 is nothing. Sometimes I will get the Lancaster translator on 92.5 or WXTU, but that's not the case right now. If I move the antenna up. Alright. So 92.7 I will get the Delaware's Talk WGMD from Delmarva. That's what's coming in right now. And the new Happy 92.7 from York is trying to fight, but I can't get the signal well, so half the time I just stream it. Oh, I almost forgot, for the pocket radio, they have a button here where you can control the bass. That's cool. Okay, this is Tom FM from Wilmington. Hot AC.
We all want to be home with Jerry's baby. Sure, it's a cute baby, but we can't be. You know the old joke that Jerry could be replaced with one of those dipping birds just to hit record? Yeah. We were just kidding. That's happening. It's true.
This is WPOC Baltimore, legendary country station. From here, we interviewed their morning show host on a past Radio Connection Live, by the way. So check that out. We did that back in 2021. So you're gonna have to scroll back a bit a ways, but it's there. Now for 93.3, sometimes MMR from Philly wants to come here. Sometimes FLS wants to pipe in here. But they're a bit faint right now. Oh, Jason might like this. This is 93.5 The Beach from good old Georgetown, Delaware. This is WSTW from Wilmington. Top 40. Good content from them. Now I will get WKYS from Washington. But WIP wants to come in here. Yes! Oh, I've been waiting to hear that all day.
Sixth interception of the year for the Pro Bowler Fitzpatrick. It'll seal the Steelers' win and keep their playoff hopes alive.
yet another one-score game between these two teams. And we know that as we talked about the scenarios, the Steelers need help next week. But the bottom line is they took care of their business tonight.
There are flags all over the place, which I assume are for the celebration. Steelers were celebrating in the end zone. The ball eventually ended up in about the 55th row as it got tossed up there.
Players were all off the
After the
sideline.
interception, unsportsmanlike conduct, Pittsburgh, a non-uniform personnel came off the bench. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yay! So, yeah, folks, that was WIP from Philly. They're running Westwood One sports coverage, as you can hear. Steelers won the game tonight between Baltimore. I'm one happy camper. Thank God. This is Wings FM from Easton, Maryland. Oh, more religious. This is WDAC from Lancaster. More religious content.
94.7 WDSD.
Yep, WDSD from Delaware. I will get their HD signal, so hopefully with the HD radio you will hear that. Alright, this is Shine FM from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm sorry, Bright FM. They actually rebranded last year. We do get a Hope FM translator where I'm at, but sometimes the big Latino station from Delaware wants to come in here. So this might be the case.
What is the most random thing you are afraid of?
I am terrified of getting a paper cut on my eyeball.
That is pretty random. I'm Larry Mullins, the host of a new podcast, Your Weirdest Fears, where we dig into the weird.
This is WPGC from Washington, D.C. I will get Ben FM from Philly sometimes, but it's a bit staticky. Nothing on 95.9 except the Magic station from Baltimore that I can't get very well. This is our classic hit station, WSOX. I will get WTDY from Philly. This is WCEI from Easton, Maryland. WLAN Lancaster. Now what you're hearing is the iHeart Podcast Night on iHeartRadio Washington 2. I will get this station over the air as well. Now for this 97.3, basically the River and ESPN South Jersey are basically playing tug of war. And I will get their HD signal on for ESPN all the way from where I'm sitting. This would be the Hope FM translator in Maryland, Baltimore. This is Eagle 97.7. So yeah, folks, I told you we're getting an inversion tonight.
Calendar. Once again, our final score tonight at Empty Bank Stadium. Steelers 13, Steelers 16, Ravens 13 on the Ravens game day network.
Yes! Thank
You've been listening
God.
to Ravens football, brought to you by Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and
This is 98 Rock, Baltimore,
Geico.com today.
the home of the Ravens.
To the right, Jackson from Miguel Ravens put up 6 more points. Jackson scrambling to the right, hit, sheds a tackler, runs back to the left. He's at the 35, cuts along the hash mark, still on his feet as the 40, bounces off the tackler, gets to the 45-yard line, and moves the chains. Lamar Jackson to the 46-yard line with a spectacular scramble. Jackson out of the gun, takes the snap, pumps once, throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught! One-handed grab! Touchdown, Devin Duvernay!
Now for 98.1, I will get WOGL from Philly if it wants to show up. Bovis Radio, it's not going to. So, unfortunately not. Oh well. Such is life, right? Sorry guys. Had to fix something on the computer. Alright, that's fixed. So, sorry about that. But yeah, this is WOGL on the radio back here. That does not want to show up, so it's okay. We will be moving on then. Let's see here. Never mind, it does want to show up. I sometimes get the Ocean 98 station from Delaware on here. 98.3, I will get the oldie station from Jersey. This is our rocky classic rock station from Forever Media. So it wants to show up now. I do get WMZQ sometimes, but not now. Oh yeah, this is Power 99 from Philly. This is our Bloomberg station from DC in Baltimore. It just launched 9 years ago. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. Yeah, 9 years ago. Oh yeah, this is WJBR from Wilmington, Delaware. I do get them in HD. Pretty clear. So you'll hear that later. Now for 99.9, I do get WFRE from Frederick. I will get the Froggy from Salisbury, Maryland, and the Hawk in Allentown. This is Froggy Valley from Lebanon. This is WRNB from Philly. It does show up occasionally. Now this is interesting because I will get the gold station translator from like Maryland, but sometimes the 100.5 from Virginia wants to come in here. But tonight's not the case. The Bay Country Gray. This is WAAI 100.9% classic country from Easton, Maryland. This is B from Philly. I will get a WDC 101. It wants to fight with each other. This is Air 1, our new Air 1 that just launched last couple years back already. This is 1019 AC from Baltimore. This is WRFY, I believe, from Reading. Sometimes I will get the Delmarva 1. This is our Jack FM here. Surprised that's still here. This is WRNR from Annapolis, Maryland. That does come here. This is warm. I do get TOP here a bit. This is WXCY from Havre Grace, Maryland. That was our Z1043 from Baltimore. Yeah, so I love it. This is WHGM translator 1047. That was South Jersey 1049. And we're in time for a jingle.
You're listening to Pop Crush Weekends. Pop Crush Weekends.
1, 2, 3.
This is WILV. They do come in HD. WDS from Philly. This is 1057, the fan from Baltimore. Sometimes the X wants to come in here, but I'm on the state line, so the fan will get more. 1059, I will get either WMAL or the talk station from Delaware sometimes.
Legally insane hair and body. Legally insane. Healthy options for the entire family. Where we cover you from your crib.
This is our praise station from Baltimore.
Vivid threads where imagination comes to life. Thank you.
This is Mix from Baltimore. Hot Harrisburg. This is our K-Love from Philly. This is the Duck from Easton. I think this is Cat Country from Jersey. I don't know if they carry NFL games, but it's good to know. This is Gold Translator again. This is, I will get Froggy normally, but I sometimes do get the classic rock channel from Delmarva. I think that's what this is. And this is Spanish 1079. Now, that's the FM. Let's go to the AM real quick. If I do place my phone on the radio, we'll get interference. Now, shockingly, folks, this does do great on AM. I'm just scanning, folks. JR Detroit. Sorry guys, I'm just scanning. Yeah, so this does do decent on AM. You just gotta find sweet spots. So. But yeah, folks, that was my. Oh, sorry. That was my Sangean HDR14 pocket radio. You can find on Amazon. So we actually got the HD radio and the pocket radio together. So they came together. They actually came together, and we were able to get that for a good deal. So anyway, folks, my next video we're gonna do the HD radio. So please stay tuned. I want to thank you all for watching. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to Radio Connection Live podcast, and you can check us out on YouTube and my volunteer tech site called zapstech.net. I will be posting this video there. So thank you for enjoying my radio review part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, and Happy New Year.